making some whiskey, and you brought some examples with you here today. Joe Knobbe is with Flyover Whiskey. I'll hand you the microphone and tell me a little bit about Flyover Whiskey, what all you guys are doing.
Thanks for having me, Bryce. Flyover Whiskey, the gist of what we do is basically, as a farmer, you can send us your own corn, and we'll make you a personalized batch of whiskey with it. And we can take it and we can put a label on it with your farm name, field name, your operation, a logo, or your brand on it, and then we send it back to you.
What are the origins of this business? How did this all get started, in, as well as your involvement?
I think I just had an interest. Come from a grain and cattle farm, and it was always cool to have family over during the holidays or have friends over. You can always give them a steak with your name on it. You know, we're having Knobbe steaks tonight. Well, you can never really do that as much with grain farming. You couldn't really share your harvest, kind of farm to table, how a lot of people are doing it now. So it was really cool to be able to take corn and make a finished product with it.
What's this look like on the back end? I always see the finished products that you post online. You've got an example in your hand here, but what's the in-between phase? How do you do it?
So you're basically making beer firsthand. So you're going to grind the corn, you're going to mash it, you're going to make a product with about 10% alcohol in it, and then you're going to distill that alcohol into a product that has about 50% alcohol. You're going to age it on charred white oak just like they would in Tennessee or Kentucky. You're going to wait. We only wait about 2 months. Small barrels, more surface area, doesn't take as long, and get a product that's nearly as good as some you'd age 3-4 years.
What kind of feedback do you hear when you ship this across Nebraska and elsewhere? People open this up, their box. What do they say?
They just can't believe that it's got their name on it, and it was from their corn, and it's amazing. It's been a great gift for people to give, especially to their dad or to their grandpa. Something to remember a farm they used to farm. If it was their last year farming or grandpa's last year farming, that's really a commemorative piece. Some people don't even drink it, so they just want to have their name on it, say we did it. This is from the first farm we ever bought, things like that. And it's not just about the whiskey. It's just really about being able to have that memento, talk about it Thanksgiving or Christmas, and share it with each other.
I'm going to have you hold the label up here. I'll reach back and grab another one. We're not going to sip on it today. I don't think they like that back in the control booth. But tell me a little about what all you can put on the label. Seems like that's a pretty popular aspect.
Right. So a lot of people like to put their operation name on there, field name, the location, usually town and state, the harvest date, so you know which year the harvest was. Some people like to put other information on there, hybrid, price, just things like that. And then they really like to put their name and their logo on it. Just their personal brand.
How far have you been able to ship this?
Our main shipping is North Dakota and Nebraska, but we've been working with a third party to be able to ship to more states. And we've gotten orders from California to New York, Texas to Canada.
Imagine there's some legal challenges you have to deal with when talking about shipping whiskey.
Right. It's a very, very controlled industry, but we can get around it as much as we can. There's a lot of folks from out of state that have friends in Nebraska, so we make it work.
What's been your best marketing?
Twitter, mostly. Just showing people the pictures that these are all farmer submissions. We've done over 3,000 batches now. So just the fact that we've done so many, and we've got so many happy customers that just tickled that they can do this, and we can help them.
Let's real quick walk through the process. I imagine you've got a bit of a waiting list to do this for next year. Are you taking orders right now?
Right, taking orders right now. We're about 8 months out. We want to get that down about 5 to 6 months out. All you have to do, flyoverwhiskey.com, put an order in. We send you the bag for corn, fill it, drop it back in the mail, and 6 to 8 months later, get your whiskey back.
What's the most fun aspect of doing what you do here?
I think just working with the people, having people come pick up their corn, drop off corn, or picking up their whiskey. Just meeting farmers from all over the country. It's amazing.
Well, Joe, I want to thank you. Really appreciate you joining us out here at the Nebraska Ag Expo. And a reminder, our audience today, if you're interested in learning more about what they're doing at Flyover Whiskey, visit them online at flyoverwhiskey.com.